South Gauteng Court in Pretoria, that is the Pretoria High Court, has ruled that the remains of the former president of the Republic of Zambia should be repatriated back to the nation of Zambia and be accorded a state funeral in Zambia. This is against the will and the wishes of the family, and at the center of this the mind-boggling question would be, is the family is the government more prioritized than the family interest, especially when it comes to these matters? Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Before I make comments, let me just play the video where the judge handed down this particular judgment.
Reads as follows. 1. The intervention application is dismissed. No order is discussed. 2. The applications to strike out are dismissed. No order is discussed. 3. The application for condonation and the counter application are dismissed. No order is discussed. 4. It is ordered that the applicant is entitled to repatriate the body of the late President Zambia, the late President Lungu, for a state funeral and burial thereafter in the Embassy Park, Lusaka, Republic of Zambia. 5. The 8th respondent is authorized and ordered upon service of the court order by the sheriff of the court to immediately surrender the body of the late President Lungu to a representative or representatives of the Zambian High Court to enable the applicant to repatriate the body to Zambia for the purpose stated in paragraph 4 above. 6. The first to 7 respondents are authorized to be present when paragraphs 4 and 5 of this order are executed. And Aiden Dicam, the late president's physician, and 2 family members may accompany the coffin containing the body of the late President Lungu during the repatriation. 7. There is no order as to cost.
So that is the judgment in its shortest, as short as possible. I just played the critical matters of the judgment. So the government of the Republic of Zambia has been actually granted the rights to repatriate the body of the former president of Zambia, that is Edgar Changwa Lungu. The court also gave directions on how this repatriation should be carried out. But the mind-boggling question is, how will the family actually receive this matter? It is a great deal, especially for the government, because the government has won this matter. And I think I must say the government were applying the principles that were applied by Edgar Lungu. Remember, when Edgar Lungu was also the president, they took the matter of the former president, that is Kaunda, to the court, and the court directed them that they should carry out a state funeral, even though the family was against that. At the end of the day, the family did not win, but the state won the matter. So this is a repetition of what, some may call it karma, especially on the part of the late Edgar Lungu. It means his interest want to see the current sitting president of the Republic of Zambia, that is Hakainde Hichilema, presiding or nearer to his body. It means rights have been actually thwarted. Because if it's a state funeral, the sitting president has to preside over a state funeral. Now we know that the family still have got options, particularly in South Africa. They can approach a higher court, that is the Supreme Court of Appeal, or they can even take the matter directly to the Constitutional Court, depending on the advice that they may be given by their legal attorneys. Remember, they still have got those rights, because this was a lower court, this is a higher court. This case can still be ventilated at another higher court. Will they actually take this decision to appeal the matter and delay the burial of the former president, that is Dr. Edgar Changwa Lungu? That is yet to be seen. At the moment, it appears to be a win for the for the government of the Republic of Zambia, but until the family decides to back down and say, no, we no longer want to fight on this particular matter. Yes, in that way, at least it will actually, they still have got that particular right. It will be interesting also to hear the comments. Let me see. Zambian government officials welcome the ruling. Let's listen to Zambian official actually responding as soon as this judgment was handed down.
Definitely, Pretoria, South Africa has just handed down the judgment and the order in favor of what the government of the Republic of Zambia had requested the government. As I indicated earlier in my statements to the media and the international community and our national community, it's not winning. You don't win over a burial. It's just what makes good sense, that the president or former president of the Republic of Zambia should be buried in his own country, the country where he was president. He was not, if you go to Zambia, they call him father of the nation. When you are a father of the nation, you can't restrict yourself to your immediate family, to your small soul. The man belongs to the nation, and so it's going to be buried in Zambia. And we appreciate the judgment that has been given by the court. It's a sound judgment. If the family is not happy, they may appeal, but my appeal is that this is a man who was president of Zambia. And I think it's a learning curve that those who intend to become presidents of countries, they must know that they are not restricted to their family, immediate families, but they are spread over to the nation. And so we want to thank the court for having given the judgment. This is how far.
So I think you could hear that as this Zambian official was actually interacting with the members of the media, family members were not pleased about this. They were crying. They are not happy with the current outcome. Let me hear from one of the Zambian, that is Joseph Kalimbwe. He says South African court in Pretoria has just ruled that the body of the former president Lungu be buried in Zambia. Welcome home, President Lungu. You would be buried with dignity befitting a president. The that you once commanded will offer its very last salute. So that is, these are the reaction, and so we wait what would be the next steps for the family of Dr. Edgar Lungu. I mean, it's a new matter at the moment. The Zambian government appears to be in control and appears to be winning. I think this has been the norm in Zambia, that a former president has to be given a state funeral. If they did it to Kaunda, it can also be applicable to Edgar Lungu. Remember, it was Edgar Lungu's government that actually took the matter to the High Court when it was. So in spite of how Edgar Lungu felt about the current sitting president. The current sitting president will have to preside over his funeral as the commander-in-chief of the Republic of Zambia. So the family losing out there, and also the interest of the deceased, that is not to see the current sitting president in Zambia near his body, the court deciding to actually overrule all these interests. That is the High Court, which has done so. Remember, they still have got options. I keep on saying this. They still have got options to a higher court, but that means a lot of emotions, a lot of waiting. The body of a person still not buried, a former president. I think it deserves to rest, and this matter be put to rest. Now it remains to be seen what would be the posture of the family post this. The government have actually said, no, we were not after winning, we were after according the former president of the Republic of Zambia a dignified funeral, and we've got exactly that. There is absolutely nothing to win on that particular matter. What were our interest was for the former president to be buried in a dignified manner, not to be buried just like an ordinary family. But that coming, even though the family was against that, even though even the deceased was against that, including officials from his political party. We are yet to see more drama, I must attest to you, surrounding this matter, because it would not just be over. It will be interesting to hear what are the views of the people of Zambia. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Ogan Umhlabane is signing off. Broadcasting live.